as kids hide and seek? Remember that? No one liked it to be it, right? The greatest thing we could do is just hide. That was the most fun part. But what made that game fun? Because what? Because they can't find you. You remember as a little boy or girl just kind of hunkering down under that tree or bush or up in the tree or wherever, and you're just, there they are walking around, they're trying to find me, and you're just laughing to yourself because you're hoping that they don't find you. But deep down, aren't you really wanting them to find you? Let me ask you this question. When Adam and Eve sinned, what was the first thing that happened right after that?
God looked for them.
God looked for them. Exactly. Isn't that amazing? Scripture says that God was walking in the cool of the day. And he called out to Adam, "Where are you?" Okay, look, he's God. Adam's not fooling anybody, okay? I mean, God knew immediately when Adam took the bite of the fruit. He's not dumb. He knew instantaneously. He could have just rained fire down right there in that garden. Could have melted everything. Have you ever thought about that? He could have just annihilated all creation right then and there because, dang it, he ate that piece of fruit. But he still called out to him. Think about it. God sought Adam and Eve even when they sinned. God sought them out. And then what did he do? He asked them, "Why did you do this?" But then, what did the mercy of God provide after that? He clothed them. Not just physically, but he clothed them emotionally. He tried to make them whole again, even though they were sinful. But here's the reality of it. Remember I said before that God is the initiator? In the beginning, God. Worship begins and ends with God. Here we see a perfect example of that from Scripture. Who was seeking who? God was seeking man. God is initiating his love to man. And then what happened when God called up the man? Adam said, "Here am I." He responded. So should our response be to God when he calls to us. Here's a great quote from my mentor and friend Buddy Owens. It said this. At the very bottom box it says, "So if you're looking for God and you just can't seem to find him, just stop and worship him and he will come and find you." God is always present. God is always here. We are the ones who show up. We are the ones that wake up. We are the ones that come into his presence to respond to him. Do you see how that kind of flips everything around? So it kind of takes the pressure off, doesn't it? So we don't, in other words, we don't have to be the ones to just pray that God hears us, pray that God rains down holy blessings on us. He's already here. What are we doing as a response to his greatness? Are we just sitting here waiting on him?